So, hi everyone. So, today I am so happy to announce and to introduce Dr. Sowmyajit Nandi, who is A.I.R rank 91. And he is very special to me because he was the first one to message me when the result came. So, the first message that came was from Dr. Soumyajit. Thank you so much, Soumyajit, for remembering your teachers and messaging. And the credit is all yours, and hard work is all yours, and success is all yours. So, sky is the limit for you now. But there are viewers, you are also in my WhatsApp group. You have seen how students are anxious. They do not know how to proceed now because this time there were very few previous year questions. So the students are worried that what are we going to do now? So you are the guiding light for everyone. So please tell everyone first that let's first introduce yourself. So from which college are you?
Hi, ma'am. My name is Sowmyajit Nandi. I'm an MBBS graduate from NRS Medical College, Kolkata, and I passed out last year, 2023, and I've secured an All India rank of 91 in the NEET PG. So, ma'am, basically, I started my preparation for NEET PG and INI-CET from the third year. That was during the COVID times. We were sitting at homes and online classes were there. So we really had much time to prepare for the entrance exams because we didn't have those items or regular tests in the college. So, firstly, I would like to tell to all the juniors and all those who are watching to prepare for the next upcoming exams. So I think that with the changing pattern of the exams in India, like it is really going towards concept based and not rote learning based. So I think you should always be reading the textbooks first. The first 2 years and rather 2.5 years should be devoted to reading textbooks only, I think, and not going through too much of MCQs or PG entrance materials, I think. And then finally, when you are all done and said, because in the third year you only have 3 subjects to deal with, and those are out of that I and ENT are short, very short. So only community medicine you have to deal with. So that time is the right time to start preparing for the entrance exams because you already have a base with all the 4 top subjects of path, pharma, micro, and FSM. So those are the building blocks, and anat and physio. So considering all of these, and you are just going through to the clinical subjects like medicine, surgery, for which you already know, have already built the building blocks like path and micro. So I think you should be starting the preparation from third year itself, and I was no exceptions to that.
So perfect. So Dr. Soumya has given a very good insight, and this all I keep on saying wherever I am, either on the WhatsApp or Instagram, wherever. Uh, Textbooks are the building blocks. There is no shortcut. You have to read the books. So second year may you have to make sure that you read the book. So Robbins is to be read. Okay, so what we as teachers can do is to simplify Robbins for you. That is what we
Yes,
can do. Just we can simplify the Robbins, but it should not be the approach ki bas videos dekh liya ho gaya. Not like that. So if we are teaching, we are simplifying you. Then you go and read your book. Remember, you will remember that concept always in your life. So this
yes,
is my simple message to all the second year students who are entering into pathology. So, guys, we make the subject simple for you, but we are not the substitute of the textbooks. We are
yes,
teachers to make things easier for you, right, Soumya?
yes, ma'am,
Hmm.
definitely, definitely. Right.
So that is one thing that I would really like to tell everyone. Okay, so now once he has told us the correct strategy to end from the entrance time, let's ask him that how did you prepare in the last few months for NEET PG?
Ma'am, I already had prepared my notes by the end of the final year. So in the third and final year, I gave just in making the notes. So that time I didn't read the notes that much. And in the internship, I gave one reading of the notes and I did questions from here and there. So the last few months before NEET, I already had completed at around 4 to 5 revisions of my notes, and I knew and I already had marked which topics I need to read because I knew there were some weak topics for me and there were some strong topics for me. The strong topics I used to just brush through them. I just used to take a quick look and glance through. But for the weak topics, I used to write them in a separate copy. For anatomy, under anatomy, I used to write down some weak topics for me that I used to get wrong frequently in the GTs or in the question banks. And for those 19 subjects, I had 19 pages in one diary book where I used to jot the weak topics down. And the last few months went out just going through those weak topics again and again repeatedly.
So this is one
That was
strategy
it.
that I've seen in all toppers that Dr. Swamijit has told us. This I have heard it from every topper. What they do is that whenever there is a thing that they keep on doing wrong every time, so they keep writing that in one separate notebook. That's called 20th notebook, and this is the notebook that they always ensure that they revise before they go to the exam. So this is one of the very very important point that Dr. Soumyajit has told, and this is very very important also, guys, that you should always remember. So next question, Dr. Soumyajit, is how does doctoratorials help in your preparation? How did you came across doctoratorials?
Ma'am, in the end of third year during the COVID times, there was a online quiz, and I had secured some position. I think second or third. I don't remember that. And Dr. Tutorials gifted me with a 6 month plan, power subscriber plan, and I was fortunate enough. I rushed through to the pathology, and I just viewed all the pathology videos. Mainly, my focus was on your recent updates, those molecular biology techniques, and those blood banking, vacuum and all, which we don't often read in our textbooks. Which we often because the systemic patho and general patho we often read in our textbooks, but we don't read
Mhm.
about those histopathology steps or culture techniques or about so these were the
Blood
topics
bank.
that I yeah I gave main focus on, and finally I did all your videos, and then that was it for me, Dr. Trills.
Okay, so basically, so that's what I wanted to emphasize on this. So today's pattern basically highlights on the things that you should do as an internship, or the basic techniques which you should do practically. So, but there are a lot of questions on these in this time exam also. So the basic things that an intern should know, basically, that is very very important. Basically, that is what I made sure that I add that in the app also. And I also know this point that I want to tell everybody that Dr. Soumyajit has been a follower on my Facebook group, which Facebook was very popular during second year. So I had a group called Dr. Vandana Puri Study Circle. So I know him from that time. He used to be like, he used to answer all those. And I had that habit of making that gist charts basically to
Yes,
post it on.
ma'am. Those were really helpful, ma'am.
Hmm.
They were
So
really
I,
helpful. Even, ma'am, this time also that question came on adenocarcinoma, NAPSIN TTF1.
yeah,
So
that I
that was that you
chart.
posted just the day before the exam. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So that is what I'm saying. So that just charts. Now I have that habit of making that picture memory and posting that. So that was I used to post on that Facebook group. Then that Facebook
Yes,
faded slowly. So then I was thinking which medium to shift to. Then I shifted to Insta or Telegram. But I'm fortunate to have students like you who basically are very very sincere and disciplined, and I've seen you giving all the quizzes, most of the quizzes, and you were topper in many of them, whichever did either in Google Forms or on Telegram or on WhatsApp, you were always there. So that's how I remember you very well.
yes, ma'am.
So So that's very nice. So do you think the quizzes have a role in your preparation? Do you think students should
Um,
give that?
Ma'am, obviously, the quizzes. People should attempt more and more quizzes, but because I think that this time the exam was more based on MCQ solving skills and your ability to solve problems in that moment in those 3 hour time period. That was what was tested this time, and
Hmm.
I think the quizzes with that short timeline, because you had the 30 seconds time frame for one question in the quizzes,
Hmm.
and we had to brainstorm through those questions in that timeline only, so that was really crucial. So it helped us prime our brain much.
Perfect, perfect. That is very good. And what is the role of GTs? What do you think? How useful for GTs for you in your exams?
Again, I didn't attempt any GTs in the third or fourth year. I think it was a mistake on my part. I think people should attempt GTs earlier, as early as they can. But yeah, whenever in the internship, from the internship, I started attempting GTs, I used to have a very low score, like around 500s, 550s around. And what I did was I had a mistakes copy.
Mm,
So whatever mistake I used to do, like I used to write down like GT1. Suppose I used to write down GT1. So under GT1, maybe I did one mistake from community medicine. So I'm just writing down the concepts, seeing those and writing down those concepts. I feel I'm not studying also, but I think writing down those, it just goes and sticks to your
mm,
memory somewhere, and it will
yes, when
be
you think
there. It will be there.
when
Yes,
it
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
goes in your brain.
you are
That is,
seeing you are seeing it, you are processing it, and then you are writing it. So I think that goes
goes,
and stores somewhere.
yeah, it goes
so,
inside. That,
so like that, I used to write down all my mistakes and even those guessed questions which I got correct by just
hmm,
tukas. So I also used to write down those, and that copy came handy when I was preparing in the last 4 or 5 months before the exam. I used to repeatedly see them, if not every day, once a week, or before the giving one GT. So I used to flip through them.
perfect.
And last 2 days before NEET PG, I just flipped through that copy only. That copy
Hmm.
only just.
So basically, students keep giving GTs even in the last month. Do you think that is good thing to do? No.
Ma'am, if it depends on the range of marks he is getting. If he
Hmm.
is at a comfortable range, like around 160, 150 to 160 range, he should be giving one GT per week. If not in the last week, but the last 3 weeks, he should be giving it. And I also gave that. But if he is really in the 140s or 130s, then I think he should be working on his revision, on his
Hmm.
notes, on his concepts and basics, rather than giving GTs at that point of time.
Correct. So, any other faculty you want to recommend, or you saw in Dr. Tutorials, which you think who helped you in your preparation time?
Ma'am, I haven't watched any videos, but Rahul Rajiv sir, I would like to mention him because he used to post questions on your groups, on your WhatsApp groups, and they were really helpful. I also used to answer some of those, and they were really brainstorming for me. So I think that also helped me in grasping my concepts in medicine.
Very nice. So, what branch are you
And I
going to
also
take?
look up to him, and I also look up to him because I want to take up neurology
That
further.
is what was the next question going to
Yes.
be. So, what subject are you going to take up?
Ma'am, I would like to take up MD medicine. I always had a craze for that, and finally, the day has come. I think I will
Very
be getting
nice.
that.
I am so proud of you. It has been a wonderful journey for you, Dr. Soumyajit. And I am sure you will, do wonders in your life. You have been immensely disciplined and a very, very good student. And I am sure you're going to do wonders. Yes. So feel free. Whenever you have any problem or any issues, feel free to contact us. We are always there. Always there. So as
Sure, ma'am.
I
Sure,
always
ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Once my student is always my student. So you can come to me any problem you have, whenever you have. I am just a message away. So all the
Yeah,
very
ma'am.
best,
Sure, sure.
and say
Means a lot,
congratulations
ma'am.
to your parents from our side. So all of us from the
Thank
doctoral
you, ma'am.
side,
Thank you, ma'am.
everybody will be so happy for your
Thank you,
success,
ma'am.
and from all of us,
Ma'am,
and especially
I would also like to give a vote of thanks for the whole doctorals team and you also for being there always and for making pathology so easy, for making pathology a cakewalk because this time in the exam, I think pathology and medicine took up bulk of the questions. And there was AML, there was ALL, there was CML, everything was there.
I
So I
know.
think,
Yeah, so the most important thing that I think, Dr. Swamiji, that you've told today is the concepts are most important, and the very important point is that it cannot be done ki I will just read in this month, 3 months, and I will crack the exam. PYQ type exams are over now, so
no.
now we are looking at the concept based questions, so you should be able to brainstorm and come to the diagnosis, right? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Well, PYQs are just to get a hold of the past year topics, not the past year questions, because many people have seen just rote learning the PYQs and going there just to
mm,
answer the same answer that was given in the last year. But I think you should be thorough with those past year topics rather than the past year questions.
that's a
That
very
is it.
important thing. Past year topics should be known very well, and you should understand the concept and you should answer that. So that is
Yes,
that is definitely. And congratulations to your parent. I know your parents will be super happy today,
yes,
and
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
enjoy your day and have a
Yes, ma'am.
great academic life ahead. With
Thank you,
that,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
with that signing off, guys. Bye bye.